Okay, I wanted to make this video about Throttle by Wire. This is a 2008 Road Glide. I'm sorry, Road King. And I got a Road Glide, but this ain't a Road Glide. But I was putting the bike back together. Never had no problem out of the Throttle by Wire and the ECM scene or making connection with the Throttle by Wire. Usually, if you having a Throttle by Wire issue, the first culprit it is going to be right here, right there. That's going to be your first culprit. What you get down in there, you get heat, and then the wires begin to cook inside of there that comes off of the motor, and then you get heat. Or either the connectors in between this part and this part will start to give you issues as well. So you want to make sure that you're good there. Take that apart, inspect it, look at it, make sure you're fine there. Sometimes if you internally wired the bars like these bars are, they internally wired, what you'll run into is there's a connector down in here that the grip sensor that'll come loose if you didn't do a good internal wiring job, so you can have a problem there. So that's number one, or you could say either way. This could be number one, that's number two. But if you did a good job on wiring your bars, which I know I did, you check that. So I knew, and the sensor could have went out, but I just kept on going, just troubleshooting stuff. So then something said, go to the connector right there that goes into the ECM, the control module for the motor. Okay, that's your engine control module. See that? Engine control module. Okay. What happens is, from vibration, those pins begin to waddle out in the inside, and what happened is they don't make good contact, and you got to maintain 5 volts inside of that connection. And it's 2 connections. You got to maintain 5 volts on each side. Anytime the system sees less than 5 volts or it falls outside of the parameters, what it'll do is it'll go into what they call limp mode, where it'll shut the engine down so you don't have any damage done. So I kept looking, and I figured out my problem was every time I would install my seat, and you can reset your ECM. You can go online and pull up a video about how to reset the ECM, but it's super easy. You turn your on run to run, and then you turn your ignition on 1 second, off 1 second, 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 and do it 4 times. That'll reset the ECM, and then your bike it'll fire right back up, because what it'll do is it'll clear that issue that it was having, and it'll allow you to get the bike back running. Say you're in an emergency situation, you got to get off the road, it'll allow you to get off the road. So my problem was here, right here. When I put my seat on there, my new seat, it would push down and it would open up that connection, and it would go to less than 5 volts, and then push down on it, and it would cause me to have a problem. So that was my problem, and I'm gonna show you exactly what my issue was. Okay, it was this little section right here of my seat, that little section right here. So this was pushing down on my ECM, and that was causing me the problem. So I'm gonna have to cut that little section out or do something with the ECM. Once again, 2000 Road Glide, TP, or not TPS, but Throttle, fly-by-wire issues, or Throttle by wire, whatever you want to call it. When you having issues, those are some things that you could check out. Hey, like, share, comment. Hope this video helps somebody.